work.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay. We scooted.
I'm scooted. I feel like I always just keep scooting.
I like it though. Like you gotta scoot. Scoot, skirt.
Scooty, scoot.
Skirt. Oh my God.
Okay.
Are you guys ready? We're 2 brown dots.
We are. My name's Jayla.
My name is Nicole, and we are 2 brown dots.
2 brown dots.
Killing the game.
Killing the game all the time.
All the freaking time. And today's hot sugar, aka topic, is all about reflecting on 2020. Because what the was that?
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
But we made it through.
That's the thing. Like, we freaking made it through this nightmare of a year. Like,
Yes.
let's literally pat ourselves on the back for like not. Thank you, best friend.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You did such a great job.
Oh my God. You did
whole
such a
year.
great job of not letting me like kill somebody.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
I think that if either one of us would have killed someone in 2020, man.
We just manifested all of that energy into killing the game.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
That was
And
literally
we
it.
started a podcast, so here we are.
Yes. We have gathered here today.
Yes. That's how we start our meetings.
Oh my, every time.
We are gathered here today to
It always feels so official.
Yes.
And then it quickly unravels to be
know.
not official
Not
at all.
official whatsoever.
2 brown dots meetings. It should be like, what is it, a public affair? When people could just show up and like put in their own opinions.
Oh my gosh.
That's why we need you guys to comment and let us know what topics you want us to talk about.
Yes, what do you
Like,
guys want to hear about? That's really just connecting.
Yes.
That's really the goal.
yes, exactly. So let's hop into this hot sugar.
This hot sugar topic. So, Michelle.
Oh.
What was your 2020 timeline?
Oh my God, you're asking me? You want to know?
Oh, you're on the fucking board. So.
Me? Oh, you're right. I'm on the fucking board. I better be on the board.
I'm on the board.
You are on the board. You
We're
are.
both on the board.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
What's your timeline, girl?
My timeline. So this is what 2020 was like for me. I'm trying to remember the last like part of 2019. Like, where was I at? What did I think I was going to do in 2020? I think, well, I know for sure I was still Uber driving. That was my full-time gig. Well, you know, I did it for a year and a half and it got me where I wanted to be, no matter the flack, because, I mean, I'm female, I'm young, and driving a car alone is a little scary, but...
I actually remember a few times you calling me.
Oh, I absolutely
And
remember
there
those.
there were a few moments of fear that even I felt, but I'm glad that you're gone, you know.
Uber's not really that bad. Like, the thing with Uber is the fact of you need to just carry yourself like you know what you're doing, which is what I did, and probably why I got out of those scary situations. One, meaning that I think you're probably bringing up, is the dude with the bag, and I think I was a part of a drop. A drug drop.
She was part of something.
I was some sketch.
Nobody was ready.
That was freaking sketchy. And then I called the police department and they were like, well, it sounds like you did the right thing to get out of it. So lame. But I was Uber driving.
Yes.
And I had full on intentions of stopping Uber driving so that I could be a band manager full time. Yeah.
Yes.
I was still going for music, like full-fledged. Like, that was my thing. I just wanted to be a booking agent, event director. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And then I remember not struggling for money. I was fine. I was living with a friend and her boyfriend. My parents were two seconds down the street. You were always coming over. Like, it wasn't even a big deal.
Right.
And then I remember Corona was starting to become like an issue. And that was just before my birthday. My birthday's in March, and literally my birthday weekend is whenever we started quarantine.
Right.
And I was trying to not let it get to me, but I had maybe like last few passengers where like rides were becoming like pretty meek. And I was then starting to become like, literally it was probably like 3 days before like everyone was supposed to come over for my birthday.
Yes.
And I panicked and I went ahead and I bought all the fucking like party favors, which was just like pizza and some alcohol. Like I think I got some Natter Days, talking about some I'm not gonna go through 2020 without my alcohol, you know. But okay, I'm really into tarot cards, and there's this card called the Tower card, and that pretty much just lets you know when shit's gonna hit the fan. I'm not scared of that card because it's a healthy reset. So to me, coronavirus, especially at that time, whenever I was like gun-ho for, okay, I'm saving up, all right, I think I'm gonna be able to get back into shows like I really want to, and just stop Ubering. Like I was really in myself trying to figure out, when can I just stop doing all of this. There's a certain phrase for it, but Uber, DoorDash, all that stuff, and then everything shut down. So then I went into Instacart, introduced you to it a little bit more. And that held over for a little bit, and I wasn't trying to get unemployment because I was like, I don't know how that would work for like Uber drivers, and B, I was like, I didn't want to deal with the government, you know? So I finally bit the bullet and I applied for pandemic assistance. It was PUA. You have to like apply for unemployment apparently in Missouri to get the PUA assistance, in which thank God I did, because I lived with roommates that were like, hey, we can't afford to get sick. And I'm like, I don't blame you. And I didn't want people in my car that were going to risk, you know, whenever I go over and see my parents. So I was on unemployment for 3 months. And that was whenever I bought certain certifications. Like I got a marketing course, and I enrolled in NASM's CBT course. And the stimulus check came through. So
you were doing a lot of you were setting yourself up for better.
And I didn't even know. Like I'm so impulsive. I've always strove for better. Strived.
You are always striving for better. There we go. Let's go with that.
I love you so much.
I love you.
So I was striving for better, like investing in all these crazy courses that are legitimate. But there were times where, of course, I wasn't able to go to the gym like I was, because I did start personally training before the pandemic started. Oh gosh. So to speed up my freaking timeline, I was on unemployment, and then I was Instacarting, and then Instacart locked out my account because somebody claimed that they didn't get their groceries. I'm not gonna say I wish I had brought those groceries home with me, because it totally was like I did not take anybody's groceries, if that's what someone recorded, because I did not. But at that same time, I was really still trying to focus on my studying. Like this year, or that past year, I was really trying to focus on getting my freaking like certification. And every time I thought I had time to actually study, it was like I had to be in my car for millions of hours. And it was really a blessing to have Instacart like lock down my account, because being in my car, I was just getting frustrated knowing I was not supposed to be there. So that happened. And then like I had all those job offers after that.
Oh my God.
I had like 5 job offers. It was at a gym, a coffee shop, a factory that was a meal prep factory.
That was a real blessing, in all honesty. I have options, you know.
I literally was like gonna rip my hair out though. Because I didn't know where God wanted me to go. And I had an assistant manager opportunity, and then I know I said there were 5. I can't remember the other one. I have no clue. It doesn't really matter. All I know is that I got all those opportunities within a span of like a week. And I finally chose to be an assistant manager at an apartment complex, which was really a blessing. The last 3 months of 2020 for me was a lot of pressure, but it wasn't anything I couldn't handle, and I knew that. I just didn't like that I couldn't be with my friends more. That was literally it.
And we were used to crowds. We're used to
like going to the arcade.
Oh man, we loved going to the arcade, and we couldn't do that. I remember when things kind of sort of after the shutdown, I think that was maybe June when things started to open back up. And I kind of got out.
Oh gosh, the open back up part.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And I remember us discussing about going to one of our favorite arcades, and it was like the idea of going to a crowd really scared me.
Yeah.
It really scared me because I was just so used to being by my lonesome for the most part for what, like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
And so I really just wasn't prepared for it. So
I mean, it's like I couldn't be as paranoid about the pandemic because I was in the service industry. Before Uber driving, I was a bartender, and before that I was working at a hotel. So my mindset was like, well, if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. Yeah. Because that's all I know. That's what my expertise are in. And I also remember with the last few trips of Uber driving, one trip really was significant to me because it was a kid who was just graduating high school. And he had informed me how they canceled prom and all like the graduation walking.
My heart broke.
Gosh.
For those kids.
I was like, so the kid that I was talking to, he was working at Chipotle, and you could tell he was bright. Like, he was a bright kid.
Yes.
And really intelligent. Just looking from everything from the outside in. And I'm like, man, what is that, Gen X? That's beneath the millennials?
Yes, I think so.
Gen Xers, you guys are fucking smart. Like, so as much as you're into technology, like, I'll go to the skate park, and there's kids that are 12, you know, like, and not to say I go up to 12-year-olds and talk to them, but it's more the idea, like, you hear them talk, and like, you guys are highly intelligent. Don't ever let anybody tell you anything otherwise. Because you're young doesn't mean that you don't know stuff. Like, this guy that was in the Uber with me, and he's looking at all of the stuff from the outside in. I don't know if necessarily I was thinking that way by the time I graduated, but I know I was thinking about something bigger, you know, than just graduation. So yeah, more power to you guys.
Yes, man. I just coming from my coaching background, I was coaching high school students, so I my heart broke for my kids, knowing that they couldn't walk the way that they wanted to, just like I could when I was in high school, or go to prom like I had the opportunity to. So it just, and they are very smart. So, Michelle.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on the virus?
Initially. my thoughts on the virus initially was, I don't want to say that I didn't believe it, because this is initial thoughts.
Yes.
So I'm thinking like first couple of days of coronavirus even being brought to our attention as a nation, I was like, okay, like, so what?
It was kind of just, well, and it didn't even start off in our country.
It didn't. Like, I think whenever things started getting real in Italy is whenever I was like, oh my God, like, we are just hanging out here in America, like nothing's going on, and there's so much hysteria, and our president has so much flack on him, like, bleh, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm out here in these streets just trying to Uber drive and get my hustle on. Also, whenever all the toilet paper was flying off the shelves, that kind of was a wake-up call to me too.
That was a moment.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that people were so panicked, but I can't blame them for, you know, feeling the way that they felt. But to hoard everything wasn't really... I don't think that was very necessary, especially when I'm not much of a hoarder. So if I casually go to the store and I need to get toilet paper, I would hope that there's toilet paper.
Girl, you better use some old sheets of something.
Seriously.
Something like that. My thoughts on the people, okay, if y'all was one of them people that went out and bought all that toilet paper, do you have any left? Because just in case this shit happens again, I can let you know my P.O. box.
Man, and Clorox wipes?
Clorox wipes, for real. Like, alcohol be drying out my skin and everything. So I'm sure by this point, somebody has came up with a recipe that's moisturizing and sanitizing at the same time.
Or just put some lotion on.
You know, that twofer. Get that twofer.
Done.
Okay. What do I want out of 2021?
Yes.
So, well, with everything that happened in 2020, first of all, I will talk about what I learned about myself in 2020 is that I am a freaking go-getter. Mm-hmm. Like, I am, like, in the midst of a pandemic, I still was gunning. I was I was striving for more. But the world, like from what I learned in the world, is that we can't all come together. You know, even if there's already like living in America with Trump and an election going on, there was a lot of divide and all the protests. Like there was still a lot of unity in the sense of us as a nation, America as a nation. We don't want to suck. Yes. And I'm putting that in such layman's terms, I know, but you know, like our world's not that freaking bad. Yeah. Like it's in the midst of all of this shit, we still will find a voice and we still will take action towards what we know is better for us as humans. Jayla, tell me about your freaking 2020 timeline.
Oh man. My 2020 timeline, geez. I did a lot of like self-discovery for 2020. I feel like You did. I did a lot of self-discovery. I learned more about human to human interaction is what I was mainly focusing on and what I continue to focus on. But I think I started that probably like January, February of last year. I just felt more wanting to better connect with that. I felt I wanted to be more, embrace my feminine side. I'm still very opinionated. Not that that makes me more masculine or anything, but I still,
I mean,
yes, but I mean, I just knew that like I wanted to update my wardrobe. Like I was trying to get away from wearing as much black. I do still wear a lot of black, but I added more color to it, like yellows and brighter blues, and which it does help. I was doing my own nails during quarantine. That was a fun time. I had to stop doing them because the way I was doing them was ruining my nails. You introduced me to Instacart. While I have been working my full-time job, we had actually shut down our business, but I was very fortunate to have my job still continue to pay me. Like I had been working 40 hours a week, and I wasn't. I was doing half days, and every other week it was 2 days a week, and then that following week it would be 3 days a week. I was introduced to Instacart, which was in all honesty, straight up honesty, I was able to be very picky about the orders that I was getting for Instacart. I just want to be upfront about that because I did still have my full-time job, so it's not like I had been fired or anything like that. Again, I was very fortunate, and I was still getting paid by my full-time position. But that meant that I got very picky about the orders I was doing for Instacart because I don't like driving really far. I don't like going to grocery stores that are out of my norm. I got real like in my feelings about that stuff. I would be sitting in my car sometimes for a while because a lot of the orders I was getting were like really far away. So I was like,
yeah, there was like a dip where like the only orders you would have would be like a 30-minute drive.
Yes. I'm like, oh my gosh, like these people live really far away. But you know, I learned a lot about, you know, different areas of the Kansas City metro because there's a lot of people that live really far away and they're just not, there's no grocery stores that are close by them. So I am still doing them a solid, and I was glad that I was able to still help them in that way, you know. After Instacart, even during Instacart, I was able to start my YouTube. I was really excited to start doing that, start filming and everything, and just focusing on those things. I was able to put up not a lot of videos, but I put up several videos, and it really pushed myself. I really pushed myself to dive into social media, which I enjoy being on social media. And what I've learned about myself at that time was that I'm not good at speaking on camera. So I did a lot of like voiceovers, which was fun. And I just really focused on my YouTube and just doing those things, because that's really what I wanted to do, was continue to impact or continue to reach out to people. And that was kind of my outlet, was social media and YouTube and getting to know that. I haven't posted a video in a very long time, and that was mostly because I had went back to work, and sometimes I make excuses for myself, and that was it. But I don't know. Now coming up on my birthday, I know that I have a better focus and grasp on myself. Over the summer, I did get to see my students for a short moment, which I still miss them dearly, and I miss the staff too. But it was really nice getting to see all of the new gals that were on the team, seeing new staff members on the team. That was really great. And I just really miss my kids.
Yeah.
I think that's just kind of like my overall in regards to that position, because I do really miss my students, and because they really I don't want to get emotional, but
just go ahead.
but those kids really impacted me, and I appreciate that experience that I had with them, because they really helped push me to who I am today, and I appreciate the staff for taking a chance on me in that way. That was a very exciting time for me, and 2020 was really difficult, not being able to see them and see their smiling faces and being able to help them as much as I used to. So I think that's just, I really do miss that position, and being on social media and starting my beauty blog, I was able to continue teaching, but in a different way. I wasn't being a color guard technician. I wasn't doing that. I'm working with my other passion as with beauty. I love beauty, and I'm just kind of focusing on that right now, and I enjoy seeing the progress of the kids online. It's a time, but that program really impacted me major. I owe a lot to that program for getting me to where I am now. I did a lot of meditation and self-discovery, and when I was able to see my students, I was able to apply it, and I remember feeling so happy that I got just that short time with them to impact them the way that I did. I just felt like a totally different coach in that moment, just seeing them just for that short hour. So it's been a time. 2020 has been a time. Self-discovery really was my biggest thing. Holiday time was tough, not being able to really spend time with my grandfather. Yeah, the whole year has been really tough, not being able to spend time with him.
All those family gatherings that really you shouldn't have been gathered at.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We have a 4th of July picnic that we host every year that we had to cancel.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, because my mom felt very uncomfortable. Yeah.
We can have like certain family members that we usually just let come over. It was weird. It's really weird.
Right.
With 2020, I feel like it brought up things that matter more than money. Mm-hmm. No matter the hardship, there's so many things with those protests we could be talking about right now, but what 2020 did was bring to light what life is really about, which is community and, connecting with one another. It's not about money. We're not protesting about fees that the government charged us yet.
Oh my God. I'm sure there are people out there that are
taxes for unemployment, if that's a thing, even though don't quote me on that freaking shit. I'll just take it if I have to.
I'm excited. So
what do you want out of 2021?
Yes, what do we want out of what do I want out of 2021? I think I just want to continue creating my happiness, of course.
Number one.
Yes, the number one thing. I want to continue my walk with God. I want to continue appreciating my community that I have now. Even if it's outside of my family, I have a small group of friends, but they these people that support me are the best things ever. So I want to continue appreciating them, and I want to make it bigger. I want to go big.
You going big?
I want to go big. I want to just keep developing my community. That's probably the biggest thing that I could really talk about. I want to start teaching online, speaking on camera. I want to speak on camera.
You doing that right now, so bam.
I know.
Got him.
Speaking on camera.
And we
look amazing.
I love you. I love you so much.
I love you. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think that's it. I want 2brownDots to be amazing. It already is.
Done.
Yes.
Donner.
I want Bopd to be something great. I want
some kind of wonderful.
Yes. I want to keep connecting with people.
2021 to me is really establishing the seeds that I planted last year with, getting into personal training and going. Maybe I'll do a fitness competition. I don't know. That takes about 18 months of consistent training. But granted, it's like I still want to model. And that was actually an inspiration for me or aspiration for me that started in 2019.
Yes.
So now that I'm way more comfortable, not that I wasn't ever not comfortable on camera.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you can't tell.
If you can't freaking tell.
It's like the camera's not even there.
Wow, you're so right though.
It's like the camera's not even there.
I just need an excuse to talk.
Yes.
It's literally just growing those seeds that I planted. So personal training. Personal training. I want to do that full time. I want to do my shows at least I want to book one show this year. I'm just playing that by ear.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what this year. Oh shit. So here we go. Can we really do a song together, Jayla?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Let's do a song together.
Okay, so 2021 for me, what I want out of it, like I said, is anything that I want. And so full-time personal training. Oh yeah, doing a show, booking one show. And I'm also going to be starting to work on a studio project for myself as an artist. I don't necessarily want to stay on stage or perform on stage. I just want to be a studio project, do some cover songs and see how I feel. But I do have some sort of inkling to be a performer. Like I got that in me, so I want to exploit that. So goal of the year, I wrote down my plans for this year a couple days ago, but one of those was to book a show. I don't know if at this show maybe I'll get on stage and I'll sing one song or honestly, I just know in 2020 I really had a hankering to be in an event space where I booked my bands again. And I want that to come to fruition. 2020, I'm glad we had a second to reset, but I was already on hiatus whenever it came to music and management.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, this is how I know I'm sure I went toward a calling for myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm still thinking about it 2 years later of being on hiatus.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, 2021 for me is literally just getting this vision that's in my head done. So I can get bored and figure out what else am I supposed to do, because I'm not going to spend the rest of my 20s going after the same stuff that I went after 2 years ago. Between the 2 years prior of this year, I'm ready to move forward. So I want a lot of forward movement in 2021.
Yes.
Yes.
Just keep going.
Just keep
striving.
Stroving.
I feel like that's the word of the episode.
Strove.
We're not gonna make that a thing, but
can I use it in a sentence? Okay.
Stroving?
Strove. So one day, Jayla wanted to strove to the store. And when she got there, she noticed she had to strove in past a couple of crazy people. And so she strived so fast around these.
Michelle, can we talk about what our drinks are? People aren't
I didn't tell you what was in that.
So we're having some juice. What? Wait, is this something?
No, it's juice. It's juice.
I just want to say, I don't know what I'm actually drinking. She just said, you want me to make a little strawberry something, juice something. I was like, sure. So,
you want me to tell you everything? So, today's drink. Oh, mine's gone. Today's drink.
Wow.
Out of this one, okay.
Today's drink
is called the Strover. And this has...
Can we hear any of that? Oh, speaking to the mic, girl.
It's called the Strawberry. And this has... I just wanted to be close to you. It has...
My mic. Okay, come here.
I'll get lipstick on it. Oh, fuck.
Don't get lipstick on my mic. Get lipstick on your own.
Sanitize it. And this has beer. And it's some cheap ass beer. Beer and...
Oh, there is beer.
There is beer. Did you taste that?
I didn't know.
Should be.
I don't know
limey.
what the hell it is.
You didn't. Oh yeah, you didn't. I didn't tell her.
She never told me what was in it.
Show did. So we got beer and a shot of strawberry lemonade Sphynx vodka in here, and just drink it. You like it. You like it. And then
I didn't know what I was drinking.
and then I put strawberry mango juice in here. And a little, like a spritz. I don't have a spritzer in my bar. But I put a spritz of Coca-Cola on top. So it's like a strawberry mango lemonade beer shit.
Wow. What was your favorite part of our hot sugar today?
Between our spelling bee and... talking about our initial thoughts on the frickin' virus is probably my favorite part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think my favorite part probably was going over our timeline. I think that like we really did a lot, and I think that talking about our timeline really kind of expressed what we've been through just in 1 year.
Yeah.
Not that we would ever go through what we went through again, but
we killed the game last year.
Yes.
A lot of creativity came out of last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much creativity, so much inspiration, so much motivation.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we want to do for 2021, and I think that was kind of just my favorite part, was just recapping our timeline of everything we did, because we did do a lot, even though like I feel like you did a lot. You did a lot.
A lot of it's a blur, Jayla. I've had a lot of strovers in my time.
That's okay. That's okay.
I couldn't have gotten there without your support, though. No. 2 brown dots.
2 brown dots.
Killing the game.
Killing the game.
Hashtag
killing the
that
game.
shit.
All that self-discovery, personal things I was going through last year. I don't think I could ever get through it without you.
Really?
Well, with all your
Thank
understanding.
You.
Well, you just have a lot of understanding.
Yeah.
And some of the things that I was going through in 2020, you had kind of already been through before.
Yeah.
And so it was good to have your support as well.
Yeah.
What was happening for me.
Well, I love you, of course.
Yes,
and
I love you too.
Also, it's kind of like, who am I to tell you what's wrong or right? And who is anyone to tell anybody that? It's really up to it's everybody has their own story. We're all our own fingerprints. And dude, like you already know I have some secrets. Like I didn't tell certain people what the heck I was doing because I wasn't trying to hear opinions. So thank you for being open. Even though we're really close friends, thank you for being open. I think people don't ever get too comfortable with what surrounds you, because we're adults here. Like, you don't have to tell me what you're going through. I'm just willing to be here whenever you do tell me. So yes,
even when I try to tell you without you actually knowing that I'm telling you. We're getting into...
That's okay.
I know.
We bought cameras.
I know. I'm like, okay, cut it off and keep going. Because I'm like...
I know, right? I'm like...
we could just talk all night.
That's kind of where I'm at, too.
Yes.
Y'all, this is what this is like, though. Like, whenever you got, like, a ride or die friend for real, like, this is thick and thin right now.
Yes.
Like, yes, hell yeah. We've been there for each other, and that's just what's up.
Yes.
So in 2021, guess who's going to still be there?
Booyah.
Yup. Literally.
Responsible dot, party dot.
Yes! I can't wait to make t-shirts.
Oh my God.
He's so great. Strovin! We're going to strove into it. Don't strive too hard. And throw out muscle.
Okay, so comment on this video and let us know what you think. Let us know your thoughts on coronavirus.
Yeah, what was your 2020 like?
We're obviously still going through it. So,
oh gosh.
Let us know.
Say that again.
Yes. Let us know your thoughts on corona, on 2020, on 2021, on your life. We want to talk. Let's get into it.
Talk.
Let's get into it.
We will see you guys next Thursday for our 3rd episode release. We don't know what we're talking about yet, so can't tell you. It's a secret.
We're scooting out,
the next
guys.
drink I'm making. Oh, okay.
We're scooting out.
Bye. We're scooting out. Bye.
God, I can't believe you didn't tell me what was in the damn drink.
Well, you didn't ask. You gotta ask more questions, Jayla.
You said you want me to make you a strawberry something?
No, I just said you want me to make you a drink.